As I'm speaking, I'm generating an insane amount of revenue for the brands that I'm working with, and I really feel bad for you guys because there's nobody on YouTube showing you or teaching you how to take advantage of this back to school gold rush. And to be honest, it's pretty easy, so watch this video till the end if you want to make some revenue right now. There's no weird fancy edits, we're just going straight to the point. Right now, the strategy is pretty simple. All you will have to do is, let's move this to the side, redesign your sign up form, redesign your first automated welcome email, choose how long in weeks it's going to last, plan everything out on a calendar, and obviously have the right amount of school themed email campaigns. Now let's start with the hardest part, which is the calendar. You will have three choices: a 1 week promotion, 2 weeks promotion, or 3 out of 4, but essentially it all depends of what aligns the most with your brand. So for example, if you are a brand that sells video games, it wouldn't really make sense for you to sell to do a promotion that lasts like more than a week. But if you're selling pencils, you better be there for the whole month. In both cases, you will basically instantly boost your revenue simply because there's so much traffic when it comes to the back to school thing going on right now. All you have to do is put a school design email on their faces and you're getting paid at this point. It really doesn't matter what you're selling. The recipe is pretty simple, guys. You will have to build momentum on social media, post 3 times a week, and build urgency. And this is exactly what the multi-million brand Electric Bikes did. So they basically announced it a couple of days before launching the sale on Monday. Let's all watch how they did it.
My parents were like, just walk around campus. It's part of the college experience. But walking this campus with a 40-pound backpack every day sucks. So instead, I got an electric e-bike. With a long-range battery, I can get from home to class in minutes instead of running the distance of 3 football fields. I can go wherever I want, park wherever I want, and bring it wherever I want. Plus, with the XP Lite 2.0, I can fold it up to fit in my dorm without taking up a ton of space. Buy now and get all these accessories for 25% off.
This is what they decided to do to announce it on social media, but guys, you do not have to make it so complicated. A simple post should be more than enough. You can announce it for a couple of days just to create a stronger momentum, but we're all getting to the same result, which is a lot of customers that are ready to storm your store. And this is the email campaign they decided to send to their whole list on that specific day. So new sale, back to school. This is their bike. Obviously, there you go. 25% off. 25% off. The only thing I would personally do is make the 25% off bigger and clearer on top of the email so people do not have to scroll all the way down to know that they have this kind of discount. Mentioning that they can save up to $366 is also a great idea, but just keep in mind that this is going to be the email that's going to get the most amount of traffic, so make sure it's very stunning. This is the one that is going to drive the most amount of sales, so really take the time to strategize it correctly. A quick tip would be to make the CTAs big and clear so it can really help with the conversions. Here's a couple of email campaign ideas that you guys can implement right now. This is a vitamin and supplement brand company, for example, and they show the advantage of magnesium. So they highlight one specific aspect of their product that could help students at school. And when it comes to Swoon, which is a juice brand, it's pretty simple like what they've done, like just a quick back to school. They show how having their drinks can help their days. As you can see, it doesn't really matter what you're selling at this point. You could sell kangaroos and still make sales. So if you struggle with ideas, just use AI, go on ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT how you could make back to school and your brand fit. When it comes to New Balance, it's pretty simple. Once again, they show a couple of outfits that people can use for the back to school thing. If you need a strong email marketer, someone who's going to take care of all of this email marketing stuff, book a quick call with me, go in the link in the description. I will strategize something for back to school, Halloween, Christmas, Black Friday, every single thing. I'll be your right hand man, the go-to person that will take care of that stuff. I've noticed that a couple of brands specifically decide to work with me around those times simply because they know that with me everything's going to go smoothly and that the return on their investment is going to be guaranteed. So go in the description, book a call, leave a like and subscribe, and also grab this full presentation that is completely free and comes with 2 free ebooks. As we know, the second part of the strategy is to send email campaigns 3 times a week. So a couple of days later, 2 days later, this is what they decided to send. All right, so back to school sales time is running out, so they immediately started to use urgency to push their customer to make some kind of decision to to push them basically to a sell, because also they are aware that they're selling bikes for back to school, and it's not something that students really are looking for, and it's not really something that matches their brand. So they decided to only do this promotion for a week, which makes complete sense. So there you go. When it comes to their second email, it's ending soon. They show their best sellers. So same thing for you guys. I want you to really be very salesy. Do not be shy over here, especially if you decide to only do the promotion for 1 week. So be very, very salesy. I find it also very creative that they decided to make a pop quiz to bring people back to their website and engage with them more. But personally, instead of a pop quiz, or on top of a pop quiz, I would have added a section full of testimonials just to create a fear of missing out, and also use social proof as an advantage. Great footer here to bring people back in their website to once again boost conversions. Email number 3 is going to be sent on Friday, and it's basically the same thing, guys, but the only thing that you're going to change is that you're going to make sure that the countdown, instead of 5 days, you're gonna say like 3 days or 72 hours. And the last email, exactly a week after the first one, is also going to drive a lot of sales, simply because you're going to tell them that it's the last day. So this is the peak of urgency. People will have the fear of missing out in their heart, and they're going to be like, okay, I do not want to miss out on this back to school thing, so might as well just buy it now. And I promise that at this point, they're just going to take action. As you can see, this email is inspired by another brand. This is not electric bikes, but it's the same principle, guys. If you have a discount code, I want you to put it clearly and put it in front of their face that, hey guys, this discount code is going to disappear at some point. And they also decided to put some kind of testimonials here. This is a GIF, by the way, so it's multiple images at the same time. It's not just Catherine. So guys, make sure to use social proof, everything in your arsenal, to make people realize that they're going to miss out on something great. But anyways, guys, this is everything you need to know if you choose to make a 1 week promotion for the back to school. Key tactics that you must keep in mind is that 100% of these emails, every single one of them, must be 100% back to school design. So completely change the theme of your email designs and tailor it to something that is back to school oriented. Use countdown timers on every single one of these emails, and focus on the best sellers and scarcity. So be aggressive, be straight to the point. This is exactly what they need. Besides that, guys, keep in mind that this is one of the most important time of the years. This is going to be the moment that you're going to make the most amount of revenue. There's Black Friday coming, there's Halloween, there's Christmas, there's a lot of things. So make sure you don't only rely on ads, and you have a backup system that's going to not only grab the attention of your visitors, but convert them into loyal customers. Now, if you choose a 2 weeks promotion, it's pretty much the same thing. The only difference is that you will nurture a little more instead of being too salesy. In other words, it's going to be a slow rush. So as you can see, 3 emails a week. 1 to 3, 1 to 3, and on week 1 we are going to build awareness, nurture them a little more. Of course, the first email, we're going to directly announce the discount if we have one, or just announce the sale. But essentially, the email after this, we're not going to be full bestsellers mode. We might speak about different aspects about our brand, why choose our brand, do testimonial driven emails, educational emails. This is going to be for week 1, but for week 2 is going to be another story. So we're going to just like week 1, go all in with urgency and push the offer. 70% of the design, the email designs have to be fully school designed, and that's just to respect the theme at the end of the day. For example, the email on the 20th and the 27th do not have to respect the theme, but you must add this little countdown on each one of them, just to remind their customer or plant a seed on their subconscious mind that there's this promotion going on and that it's ending in a couple of days. They must act now. If you have a code, writing it down would be a great idea. But if you choose 1 month or 3 weeks of back to school promotion, is the same thing as the second one, but there's just more nurturing. So basically everything I just said, but you just nurture a little more in the beginning, and towards the end, so at the last couple of weeks, you go all in. And also, one great thing about showing up on days like back to school, Halloween, etc., is that you encourage your list to open future emails, and it shows them that anything can happen. So there's every single emails is some kind of boost of dopamine, because they do not know what to expect, therefore higher open rates, so a boost in deliverability. To make it simple, you and your customers are becoming best friends, and you can convert them into buying your products not only 1 time, but 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 10 times, a million times. The thing I want you to do is to fix your sign up form and the first email of your welcome automation, your welcome sequence. I'll assume that you guys have watched the past video where I basically exposed the perfect welcome email system, which is this one. But first, guys, first, I see that there's a blue curtain. Let's see what's behind that. So let's move this to the side, move this to the side. Okay, so 2 briefcases, very interesting. I'll go with the right one. So like and subscribe. Okay, that's interesting. No, we don't want to like and subscribe over here. We do not like and subscribe. So let's go with the left one. Oh my god, like and subscribe again. I guess you guys will have to like and subscribe. I'm not the one who makes the rule here. I'm really wondering who did that, but that's really unfortunate because I really didn't want to like and subscribe, but now I have to. Okay. But jokes aside, guys, leave a like and subscribe if you find this video very helpful and very insightful. I have no idea who did that, but back into the video. The only thing you will have to do when it comes to the sign up form is to don't change anything but the theme and the design. So all you will have to do is something that's going to look like this. So step into the new academic year and style. This is something that a clothing brand decided to do, which is pretty good. Now the brand decided to create a spin the wheel game, but look at the background. We can see pencils. It was probably not that before the back to school promotion. You can see the copy here: start the game and reveal your exclusive back to school discount. This is all we're asking for. You do not need to change the discount. If it's a 15% offer that you had before the back to school promotion, just keep it just as that, but just change the background, as I said, just to respect the theme. Keep in mind that this is the most important component when it comes to your whole automated system. So I encourage you guys to be creative and go on amped.com. This is a professional website. They're the kings of all the pop-up forms. If you want to be creative, just take a quick look at this. And after signing up to the sign up form, giving you their emails, they're going to obviously receive their first email, which is going to be the most important one because it's the first one. So basically they're there to grab the discount that you promised them. And guys, I want you to change only the first one, simply because after announcing the promotion on social media, there's going to be a lot of people waiting for your product or just signing up to your sign up form. So a lot of people are going to receive that email, so might as well make it spicy, might as well align it to the back to school theme. And over here they decided to obviously put the best sellers, a couple of testimonials, and a nice footer to bring the people back into their website. They also spoke about their mission. The metric you should aim for is 60% open rate, 15% click rate, and a 7 to 8% placed order. But even that, it could be way more, simply because once again there's a lot of traffic. You announced it on social media, and also it's the first email in the automation where people are going to get what you promised them. If you guys need some inspiration for when it comes to the email designs, I highly suggest you to go on mile.com. There's basically all kinds of emails, especially the best back to school ones, so you guys can go there and just imitate it for what your brands has to deliver. But anyways, if you need a strong right hand man that's going to take your email marketing system and turn it into something you've never seen before, book a quick strategy call with me in the description. I'm going to basically strategize something for your brand, and I have a long-term vision. I'm not some kind of agency or whatever. And there's also guarantees, or you do not pay. I know email marketing inside out. I've been doing it for 3 years now. I'm helping brands driving over 6 figures of revenue every single month. So talk to you soon, my friend, and I hope that this video was very insightful and helpful. Bye-bye.